So it seems like we're going to give Mariam the title of bringing people together in the group. Mariam brought Caroline and Laura together. She has gotten to know Diadem and Dabota. So, guys, I know you guys have been wondering why I haven't posted this episode 2, season 3 of The Housewives of Lagos. Last week, I was given a strike on my channel because I posted the full video on my channel and the video was deleted by YouTube. So, I want you guys not to be worried. I'm just going to be doing reviews on the video. So, I just want you guys to watch to the end for those of you that can't watch it. And probably you can subscribe to Showmax to watch it. Just I'll be giving you reviews, and don't worry, I'll cover everything that happened in the Real Housewives of Lagos. I guess by this time most of you should have known the Real Housewives. We have Dabota, Diadem, Laura, Mariam, and Caroline, which was in season 1 and came back to season 3, but they haven't shown one more person, which is Sophia Mahmood. So this episode 2 started with love between mom and child, mom and daughter. I love the fact that they brought that aspect of motherhood between mom and daughter. They showed Dabota and her daughter, which was having a photo shoot. I think it's for her birthday or so. And what is so special about this one is that she dressed in their traditional attire, which she feels like is going to give her a different shade, and when she grows up she's going to remember about it. And also for Caroline was also having fun time with her daughter too. So instead of the normal wasbos and everything they usually do in the Real Housewives of Lagos, they decided to show us that motherly care, but they've not yet introduced Sophia Mahmood, so she also has a daughter too. So I'd like us to witness that aspect of her motherhood too. One thing you guys don't already know is that for Diadem, Laura's sister has posted some kind of bad stuff. Okay, let me say nasty things about her on her blog. So she wants to get to know Laura personally and not transferring aggression of her sister and not using the presence of her knowing her sister to get to know Laura. She just wants to experience Laura on a different side, but she's also trying her best to forget the fact that Laura Laura has a sister whose blog has been denting that Bota's name, and also they also met in in Laura's event, and there was quite one kind of sensation. There's one kind of tension, as if they knew themselves. They've been seeing themselves in events, but they've never talked like human to human. They've never. So the show now continued with where Mariam decided to invite Laura, Dabota and Diadem, because Dabota and Diadem, they've known themselves for quite a long period of time. And for Mariam is sensing that kind of relationship that Choma and Iyabo had during their own season. That godmother, goddaughter something. I know that Mariam's mouth is very, 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 very thick. She always talks too much. She's nosy. She's always bringing up conversations. She's an instigator. She invited these two people and wanted to know more about them. And guess what? If you see the kind of questions she was asking them, trying to know more, trying to know more, like it was now becoming too much. And to some extent, Diadem was becoming uncomfortable. And it now look as if the worst part is that she did not tell them that she's going to invite the next party. She did not tell Diadem that she's going to invite Laura. She's going to invite Dabuta. She did not tell Dabuta that she's going to invite Diadem. It's like when Dinan came at the event, that was when they now had to find out by themselves that okay, this is what's happening. So they're getting to know themselves. But at the end of the day, they did not take it as anything because they're just meeting themselves for almost the first time, and they just want to know themselves, know about their new characters and everything. So aside from that, I want to give accolades to the production team. Like this year production was very good. The audio quality, the video quality, the cinematography, pictures and everything has very, very high quality. And They showed where Diadem and her sister was having a conversation based on friendship. I noticed that Diadem sister is just her only friend, and Diadem is not good at making friends with other people. Like she finds friendship so kind of difficult to some extent, in the sense that it's it's always hard for her to get friends because her previous friends have dealt with her, like they've showed her shege. If you know, if you're a Hausa person, you understand what I say, what I mean by shege banza. They've showed her correct pepper. Like, so her sister was trying to advise her that, okay, see, I'm not saying you should not have friends, so, but just be just be cautious, just be careful, and don't expose too much. Because Diadem was also explaining to her sister everything that happened at that Laura's meeting. Sorry, Mariam's meeting. Trying to explain to her that Mariam was asking a lot of questions: if she's married, for how long, what happened, blah blah blah. Her sister was now trying to tell her that, see, Diadem, I want you to be very careful. I'm not saying you should not have friends, but just watch your back or watch the kind of people you say things to. What the kind of things you say to them. You don't just come and expose yourself like that. Okay, on Diadem's side, Diadem is someone that she was engaged before, and when you look at her, it looks as if she's married, but she's not married. She have always tried to get with her husband, like they've done it the first time, the second time, but the third time she said that she did not want. She has a daughter also. Diadem has the money. She has everything it takes. She has her own store, beauty line. She does beauty, makeup, and stuff. So she don't want to be married. She just want to be the way she was. She was like 2 years ago. She was ready for a marriage, but her husband to be wasn't ready, and they've had so many issues that she claimed that she was not the fault, and I think the fault is coming from the man, but they've tried to resolve and do everything, but it's not even working. So she's like, she just wants to be on her own. She don't want any problem with anybody. Let her just face her life and face her child. Aside from that, Mariam is married, but Mariam doesn't have a child. Laura is also married. Caroline was once married, but she has a child too. And with the way the things are going on in this Real Housewife of Lagos, bro, for me, I'm advocate of Basbo. So I want to see Basbos. The peace stuff, the michi things they are doing there. I am just tired of it. Someone should give us drama. Me, I'm a lover of drama. Forget. Let me just tell you now. I love drama. I want to see drama. I want them to. I'm not saying they should fight, but they should give us content. Give us something that we will still come back and watch. And I'll come here and explain to you guys what really happened. But in this episode, something very fantastic happened. I want you to listen, just watch to the end, and I'm going to tell you what happened. So Laura has a beauty store and a hairline. So she did her 1 year anniversary of her hairline, and she invited the ladies. And the only person that did not come there was Caroline. Of course, they're having issues. Mariam invited Dabota and Diadem. So it was quite successful also. They came and spent money. But the shocking thing there is this. Diadem is into beauty, makeup and beauty. Dabo Tattoo is into makeup and beauty. When Mariam was trying to invite Dabota, she didn't want to come because she had a weird feeling about it and it was not sitting well with her. Like knowing full well that she's into makeup and beauty and there's also someone into makeup and beauty, it's going to kind of clash because these three are doing the same thing and everyone wants to promote their brand and not going to come promote another person's brand, then your own brand will not be suffering. I quite understand. She told Laura that she has another party but she will try to show up. But I know that really for Dabota, she doesn't want to come for that event. Based on the fact again, she doesn't know Laura. And only way she knows Laura is through her sister and her sister's blog. So finally she came for the event. They shopped and did. They talked about everything. And that event was kind of weird because they were I don't know, they were trying to when like two, three people are dealing on the same product and one person is trying to outshine the reaction of others is going to look somehow. So this person explained their product, this person explained their product. Laura was like, I know, I did not know, I did not know, blah, 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 blah. She also thanked them at the end of the day, Sha, for coming to our event and everything. So finally, okay, let me just say finally, Mariam or had she organized a tea event for the ladies, for all of them, and in that tea event, she wanted um Caroline and Laura to settle their differences. But guess what? It was a very, 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 very hectic one. Like, it was a very, very tough one. Laura, on her part, is not ready to say, I am sorry. And she's not ready to apologize to anybody. Rather, she wants Caroline to apologize to her. If you remember from, if you watched from the season one, you know that Laura and Caroline had a lot of issues. And part of that, their issues was from hearsay. This person said something, the other person said something, then this person will now fight with this person. And they also fought in that season one. Laura warned Caroline that if she talks or attack anyone of her family, that she's going to come for Caroline face to face. That she's going to fight Caroline face to face. And that was how the whole fight blew up. Caroline took a glass and almost hit Laura. But now Caroline on the other side, she has a soft spot. She's like she wants to settle the fight, even if it means her saying sorry or whatever. But she doesn't want Laura to play the victim card because she believes that Laura also offended her, and she demands an apology from Laura, Laura, not just her apologizing, but she wants Laura to apologize to her. Okay, before that tea party, something happened. If you can recall, Mariam and Caroline had a very, very strong issue in season two. They had a very big fight. But thankfully, Caroline also called Mariam to apologize. And guess what? Laura was very, very surprised that, wow, a whole Caroline calling me to apologize. Like, what the heck is this? This time around, Caroline is just in her glory. She's just in her power. And she just came back with that boss, that queen title. And guess what? Dabuta is also a queen. She's also claiming that queen title, like that mother, I am the queen, I'm the queen, I'm the queen stuff. Caroline is claiming that queen stuff. I want to see how that queen is going to work between all of them. You know that in previous season, yeah, Toyin was this mother stuff because she just has this modern mother presence, this queen stuff. Aside from her to Iyabo too had that queen and mother stuff. So there's this fight of who is going to outshine, who is going to be the bigger person, who is going to be the leader and stuff like that. By the way, I still love the fact that Caroline and Mariam settled her differences, but Caroline had issues with Toyin in the previous season, but right now they are no longer talking. So imagine Laura. You know Laura and her talk. She went to told Laura that. Sorry, imagine Mariam. Mariam and her talk. She went to tell this person Laura that Caroline called. I don't know if she's telling her from from the side of um from the side of bragging, or I don't know what she was trying to do. She told Laura that imagine who called me. Caroline called me to apologize. That she was very, very shocked. And the time that Caroline called Mariam to apologize, Mariam was with Dabuta that time that she wanted to invite her for the show. So when at the tea party, Laura brought out a card and told Caroline to choose between any of the cards, and she's going to read out the questions that is in that card. And Caroline picked the card, and there was a question in that card. So the question on that card was, have you heard an unflattering rumor about someone here, and would you comfort them directly or let it go? So Caroline openly said yes, and it was about Laura, and she used it to abuse her. She allowed what people had to say to bring fight between them, and they fight so bad. So she said, I'm sorry. She apologized to Laura. But guys, if you watch this episode, it was weird. It was weird in the sense that Caroline is apologizing, and Laura was not giving that vibe of, okay, someone is apologizing to you. Okay, now give us the vibe of, okay, I've heard, I'm sorry. Okay, she was just sipping her tea, drinking her tea. Like, Laura was just feeling like she was just in a moment. And it was weird. Even the other housewives were like, what the fuck is going on? Dabuta, in her confessional, said that it will never be her. Like, she won't even apologize in the first place. Not to talk of apologizing in the presence of everybody. Like, it takes a whole lot of things. But Dabuta was like, it can never be her. Like, what the heck? And Lara was just giving that attitude stuff until she finally said yes, apology accepted. But everyone was like, okay, are you not going to apologize or something like that? Lara was like, no. She was just in her moments. Like, she was like, she will not apologize. She did not say it openly, but Mariam, you know Mariam now. Mariam also, she will always poke you, try to ask you that question somehow. But Laura was like, didn't hear what I said. I said apology accepted. But in Mariam confessional, she was like, she felt Laura hasn't fully apologized. Um, she felt Laura hasn't fully accepted Caroline apology because the tension in that room was too much and it was very big and it was weird. Like, I don't even know how to even describe it. Sef. At that same tea party, there was this thing that Mariam did. Mariam always has that attitude of, okay, if I'm talking, I don't want anybody to talk. I want my opinion to be heard. She wants that her opinion to be forced on you, whether you want it or not. That's why she had an altercation with Dabota. They were talking about man, family, husband and wife, relationship stuff, why people are still single and stuff. And there was how Laura replied her that no, this is this and this is that. And Dabota was like, no, this is this and this is that. Mariam now said, and you are still single. Bro, if you see the shock in the scene, the look on everyone's faces, Caroline was like, is that a shade? Is that a shade? Mariam actually knew what she did. She actually knew what she did. So at the end of the day, Dabota had to bring back that thing she said. She was like, you told me is and you are still single. She was like repeating that thing to Laura that this thing hurts me. And Laura had to Mariam and Mariam had to apologize to Dabota. But I know that that thing actually touched Dabota very well in her heart. But Laura in her confessionals, Mariam was like, she thought Dabota had thick skin. That if she's going to be in the group, she must learn to collect too. Like she must learn to flow because she'll be collecting bullets. I know Mariam, she's always for the fight. Any day, anytime. She's ready for fights. And she doesn't care. She'll enter in the mud with you, drag inside the mud. Like the way she did with Faith in season 2. It was too much. It was too hectic. Well, that's by the way. So the ladies now try to talk on who they are going to get comfortable, who they are going to become friends with. Nabota and Diadem said they are going to choose themselves because they've known themselves for quite a long time. For me, I feel Mariam is cool with Laura and Caroline. But for Caroline and Laura, it's going to be a tough one because there's something there that they've not told us. Like there's something there that they need to unveil because it's very, very tough. And that friendship of a thing, they like in their tea party, they concluded it as Laura was trying to say, like, okay, Caroline asked, hope there's not going to be a bully within us. Everyone was like, no, 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 we're not going to bully you, we're not going to do that. They're like, who's going to bring trouble and all? They say, no, no, no. So Laura was not like, you never can tell, oh, fights can come in different form. It can come from anybody, it can come from friends. Davota and Diadem had to do a pinky swear that okay, no matter what happens to them, they're not going to fight, they're going to settle their difference, they're not going to The fight is not even going to come from any of them. They'll try to resolve it, not to allow it escalate to a very, very long point that it's gonna even be a shame and disgrace. But trust Mariam. I know that Mariam is waiting for fight and she's waiting for somebody that is going to fight in that group. And I'm thinking that she's even seeing, wanting to even see that Dabota. She just want to see that exchange between Dabota and Diadem as best friends. But wherever me, I just want to see Baz Boss. Anybody that is ready to give us drama, just give us drama. Don't waste our time on the show and be doing classy. Moreover, I think everyone from episode 3 now, they'll start bringing out their true colors because for Dabota, I'm seeing that there's something there, and she's going to trash out what Mariam said because I don't think that thing has ended there. She was like, someone will just speak from your head, like you will not even think, you just open your mouth and say something because you feel that you can say it, or because maybe you feel you have the power, or it's your party, or something like that. Just open your mouth and talk trash like that. Well, I don't blame them because this is a reality show, and reality show, different people from different area come together. People with respect, people without respect, people with class, people without class, and every one of them, they are forming class. They are forming high standard, high position, high whatever and whatever and whatever. But I don't fucking care. Like, it's not my business. Once that everyone should just do their own. Give us entertainment. So guys, if you have watched up to this extent, I want to thank you very much. Please kindly like, share and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this review that I did. I want you to come back next week for episode 3 review. See you in my next video.